Hello everybody, I hope you're having an outstanding day. There's no Chit-Chat Tuesday tonight, but I thought I'd share with you what's coming up over the next month, and also as well 2 of my very own paranormal experiences. Most of you know about my past life regression work in NLP, but I thought it would be nice to finish off with one of my own paranormal, well, 2 of my own paranormal experiences. If you're watching this at the moment and wondering why I'm not responding to you, hello to everybody who's watching, but this is a pre-recorded video. So first up, we have an NLP Chit-Chat, and that will be the first live show back, which will be on the 12th of April, and that is with myself. Now you know, well, some of my NLP work. This is with Steve, Kenneth Sanderson. I believe both Lindsay and Jon will be involved in the interviewing on that one. That will be live. Really looking forward to that because I do what's called classic NLP. There is classic NLP, new code NLP, energetic NLP are the ones I've heard of, but Steve does his NLP more spiritually. So that was going to be a really interesting chat. So it's Stephen Kenneth Sanderson. I really hope I'm getting that right. What else is coming up is on the 19th. We have the wonderful Amelia Cotter. Amelia Cotter was in the television program, the RIP Files, like a ghost hunting program. But she's mostly known as a storyteller, a poet, a folklorist. She's written several books, and in the description of this video is a link to her website. There's also a link to my website as well. I'm going to have a look to see if Stephen has a website as well we can go to. So that's the 19th of April. So myself and Steve, the 12th of April, then the 19th of April, Amelia Cotter. After this, on the 26th of April, we have the wonderful Carol Green. I've also put in, because she's a medium, a link, a video that I filmed with Carol when I worked freelance at the Isborne. She was one of the guest speakers, and she was talking about her life as a medium. Really fascinating. I hope you like that link, and there might be a couple of other links for other people as well. So that's the 26th of April. All these start at 8:30 in the evening. British summertime, by the way. And the last person that I've booked in that's in at the moment, but you know, there's I'm organising more, is Alex from the Spooky Stuff. Alex has a wonderful YouTube channel. She's also on Facebook. I'm not sure about Instagram actually, but she delves into all the weird and wonderful history, paranormal fields. I know that a lot of you would absolutely love her channel, so there's a link to her YouTube channel and her Facebook page as well in this description, so you can see what she talks about. She talks about history. Most recent one I saw was about shadow people, so all really interesting stuff. So the next dates, just a quick recap. Stephen and myself on the 12th of April, talking about the many interesting different perspectives of NLP, I should say. Then the 19th of April, Amelia Cotter, 26th of April, Carol Green, and the 3rd of May, Alex from the Spooky Stuff. So their links are in the description, possibly a couple of extra links relevant that I've thrown in as well. So here we go, as I put my notepad away, my spooky experiences. Now, I've got some interesting footage that I've captured, which is on my YouTube channel, Paul Goddard. So my ghost hunting videos are on there. But there's some really interesting videos that have not been captured. So I go right back to when I was very small in my bedroom. And it was so real to me, and I really don't think it was that I was falling asleep, because it frightened me for some time. And the house isn't known as being a particularly paranormal house, but I was in bed one night. I definitely know it wasn't my mum, wasn't my dad, didn't hear anybody come into the room. I wouldn't have been the next door neighbour because it would have been way too muffled, but I can't remember how old I was, but literally I was in bed one night and I heard the sound of something which sounded like, oh. It was like someone, as Kenny Shaw says on his wonderful YouTube group, and I had a bit of a chat to him about it, it was like someone calling to me down the tube. It completely and utterly freaked me out, and for years after that, I mean absolute years, I would always put my head under the covers. Not really much happened apart from that at home, but I just remember that one time and it really freaked me out. Move on years later to when I was in my 20s and doing the investigations with the wonderful, the amazing Nanny Lynn, and some really interesting things happened, and Lynn actually saw a shadow of a lady with a tight bun in one of the rooms upstairs. Now, we were doing a ghost investigation in the Age Concern shop, and there were some interesting things. I think Lynn and the others got more paranormal activity whilst they were there. I didn't really get an awful lot whilst I was there, but we were finishing up. I got finished about 5 in the morning, it might have even been later than that, and I love the investigations where you're talking like the sun is rising, and I think that that's the proper way to do it, because some of my best evidence that I've captured is literally long after 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I like to keep going. In fact, I remember a wonderful time when we were at the New Inn and we carried through and had breakfast the next day. You know me and breakfast, people that know me. Anyway, I get back to the story. I kind of feel a little bit like in the Two Ronnies when Ronnie Corbett used to tell his stories and he would get to it in the end. So don't worry, I'm getting to the point in the end. We were locking up that night in the Age Concern shop. We weren't locking up actually. We were packing away in the Age Concern shop, and we were just chatting among ourselves. All the cameras were put away, and then just behind to the side of me, so I could just see from the corner of my eye, I saw someone come out from a corridor. Now that corridor would have led on to the estate agents next door. I turned and properly looked at this figure, which seemed to be a lady in country dress, and it was anything from, you know, which could be the 1950s to today, you know, that sort of country dress. She released the catch of a fire door and then walked off down the end of the corridor. I saw her like speaking to anybody, or not really speaking, but seeing someone, not transparent. First reaction was somebody's just locking up here. Then I started thinking, who could this be? So then I thought, well, it couldn't be anybody. I went down to the end where she disappeared to, and it was all locked and bolted, padlocked. There was no other way for this lady to get out. And what looked to me at the time like a way through to the estate agents next door was all completely blocked over, but you could just see a gap where at one point the two places connected to each other. Unfortunately, it wasn't captured on film, but it's like many people say, I know what I saw. It wasn't like, oh, I think I saw somebody. I like really literally saw this lady go from one shop to another, which was blocked off. So those are my two paranormal experiences. I'll have to put some others on this channel of some of the captures that I've got, but I just wanted to say those now to put something paranormal rather than it just being an announcement video. I hope you like this really short video. Next Tuesday, the Chit-Chat Tuesdays will return. In the meantime, really enjoy your evening, have an outstanding one, and I'll see you soon in another video.